Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and everybody's asking me, what is going on with Scottie Pippen, man? You from the shot. You know what's going on, Carcino. This the Bulls. Personally, this is a Florida issue. not a not a Chicago issue, really. But like we always do, we go back to the beginning. Don't we? Well, let's go back there now. Scottie Pippen. When Scottie Pippen started dating this woman, the Chicago Bulls was at the biggest height of their existence as an organization. Michael Jordan was back. Dennis Rodman was there. Scottie Pippen's the co-star. So when Larsa Pippen met Scottie, it wasn't like when he had nothing. He didn't have a lot of money, but he was on the cusp of a new contract out of that 6-year deal he signed back in 1990 that crippled him. But now he's getting ready to get big money throughout the rest of the NBA. Now, they get married the year before he gets his first major contract, which pays him $33 million with the Houston Rockets. Larsa really didn't like Houston. I mean, she liked the area of Texas a little bit, but they were, this is what they were going to do. She was kind of getting, used to where she was going to be living. Scottie's unhappy. And due to Scottie being unhappy, he brought it home. And Scottie makes everybody's lives miserable when he brings the work home. He's unhappy. He's like, I never should have came here. I should have went to someplace else. They offered me just about the same. Should have never came to Houston to play here with him. As him and Barkley fought all season. Now, he underplayed. He was undervalued. He felt like as far as his worth. And players didn't play as hard as he thought they should have. Now, with that being said, after that 1 year, he was gone to Portland. Larsa was not happy about Portland. Did not like Portland at all. But she's his wife. She did what she wanted and had to do. It was big money involved. Now they got all this big money and everything else from his contract. Scottie's tenure there for 2-3 years that it was. That was it. Then he bounced around for a little bit in the league. Went back to the Bulls. But his career basically was over. And that was it for Scottie Pippen as a player. But Larsa now wants to go to Miami where they can retire, and that's where she wants to be. Miami is the limelight. That's where the new Miami has been the new hangout spot now for the past 10, 15 years. Miami is redone. It's revamped. And it still has that feel of just the Beverly Hills now of Florida. So, with this being said, it speeds up the process to 2011. Christian Laettner, who used to play for the Minnesota Timberwolves and was a Dream Team teammate of Scottie Pippen, he was one of a very few selected friends of the NBA of Scottie Pippen. Pippen didn't really network with a lot of people in the NBA as far as building something so that he can have this friendship outside of Michael Jordan, really. So when Christian Laettner was looking for partners to go into this, buy an NBA team, they want to buy the Memphis Grizzlies. Scottie Pippen put up about, say, $1 or $2 million as an investment, as one of the investors that's coming in this group that's going to try to buy the Grizzlies. Their bid wasn't accepted. after being vetted and everything else, they opted not to sell to Christian Laettner's group. So they were like, okay, so the Pippens are expecting their money back. They never got it. So they had to go to court and sue Christian Laettner, who was supposed to have been their friend. Now, they were awarded $2.5 million in the settlement, right? They got back $600,000 so far from Christian Laettner. And he refuses to, they have not paid back the rest yet. So, for all these years, they still haven't done it. Larsa even went on Twitter and was like, when are you going to pay us back the rest of our money, Christian Laettner? You've been effing us over for years. Like, they want their money. Like, my thing is, where did the money go? That's my thing. Where did it go? Because, I mean, they didn't take the deal. The deal didn't go through. Everybody's supposed to get their money back. But that's what happens. So that bad investment ended up putting them in some financial strain. They're not comfortable as they would like to be. At least Larsa isn't. So she's tried reality shows and all this other stuff to try to make income as well as people paying her just to be around. She's a mother of 4. And she might look young, but she's up there. And she's hanging around with people that's like 20 years younger than her, as in Kim Kardashian. They're both Assyrian, so definitely they hang out, and this is where the problem's starting, because Scottie is doing these trips to Chicago, and she's trying to do her own thing, but he's got to go there and be parts of the NBA, so he's gone a lot. So all he knows is, my wife should be at home, when I'm calling or doing stuff. She's hanging out with Kim Kardashian at the house, all these rappers. Designer was there, Kanye West had an event, she was there at that. And now her and Future been hanging out because Future was hanging around, and she's in that environment, and to where she's not around. So all this month, in October and September, they've been arguing for the past 2 months. It got so heated that she called the cops on October the 2nd, and she called them back again at the house on October the 4th. It never got physical, but Scottie was like, look, that's it. She's got to go. Because he's not going to deal with this thing, because he totally believes that she's messing out with Future. And that's where his mind state is right now. But to tell you the truth, it's financial. The whole thing is financial. This is why the strain in the relationship is. If the money was right, everything would be all right. But it's not all right. And since the money is not right, and she feels like I could be doing a lot better, and she's hanging out and being with her friends and don't want to come home and stress, it's financial. When you got to struggle every day, every year to make things work, these are the type of results you get. When your wife feels, I want something for nothing. I think people should pay me just by the way I look. That's a Kardashian thing that has spread it throughout the entire world. Like, people need to get a video camera and film me because that's what I expect. And because of these egregious things, we have what you see here today. 2 people who forgot they have 4 kids. 4 kids who are gonna be confused. Like, why is mom and dad doing this 19 years down the road? That's because the marriage was built on false pretense from the beginning. Scottie liked her because she was hot. She liked Scottie because he had money and fame. When you come into it with those parameters, 19 years is the biggest surprise and shock in the world. But once the money goes, so does everything else. Because it wasn't built on anything lasting. The last 2 years, they've basically been surviving on the fact that he had all these privileges and was getting more jobs with the NBA. As far as the NBA weekends, they were including Scottie in a lot of different things. So she got to travel, hang out with Michael Jordan and his wife out in Orlando, and they love that scene. She loves that. So that made her happy. She got a chance to get out the house and do those things. But now, it's a whole different ball game. Now she's seeing Kanye and Kim, their house, all the things they have. And she was like, wow, we got stuff too, but ours is like predated. We're driving a 2012, you know? So these are the type of things that's material that drives women insane to where they make a household very uncomfortable for you. They want you to feel the pressure. They're mad for no reason. They want you to be upset because they're upset. And all of it is a push for you to earn more and do better while they sit around and do nothing. That's the goal. But Scottie even said, look, I'm getting a divorce on myself because I'm not going to put up with this. Go on, Scottie. You ain't got to take it, Scottie. So that's what it's at. Scottie Pippen like, look, I'll get the divorce papers. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'm willing to make this thing end right now so you can go and be with Future or any of these other rappers who ain't going to care about you the moment after they get you. And that's all about the divorce. That's about it. I'm out.